February 27, 1941. Dear Margie, your letter received Tuesday, and so glad to hear from you. I was certainly surprised to learn that it was 9.5 instead of 6.5 years that you had worked. I wonder if they will be able to get along without you. Maybe they will go broke. I have only known you not 4 years, and if you ever left me, I'd be worse than broken and no fooling, so don't ever send me your resignation. Well, darling, I haven't much news to give. Have been out at Dorset for 2 days, and it's a swell country and the weather perfect, but cold. I tried to get the book of Deepings you recommended, but the library here didn't have it, so I have been reading some of my granddad's old favorites by Farnell, Rex Brock's The Alaskan and The Spoils. The latter is pretty good, very light of course, but he brings out some revealing facts of the country and people living there. Back in their days. There are nearly 1,000 books that used to belong to my granddad, all kinds of fiction and history, a little poetry. I am surprised to find how many of them that I have read in some course of my short life. I picked up a book which I swear I had never seen before, yet when I started to read, I find I know all about it. There are so many here, there is no sense in reading books for the second time, so I drop it and find me another. Some fun, eh? Are you going back to school as well? I imagine going back to school would be fun. I think I would carve my initials in the desk the very first day. How about doing it for me? You could tell teacher whose initials they are and say that I'm absent at present. Well, bye-bye for now, darling, write soon. All my love. As ever. Roger XXXX. March 14, 1941. Bartonville, Ontario. Dear Margie. Well, darling, how were you the next morning? A tired little girl, I'll bet, and not the usual bright young schoolgirl. Well, darling, I started looking for a job at the Firestone plant and I start work Monday. The wages are only fair to start with, but good when one gets the hang of the job. I was really quite pleased, as my cousin's instructions were to put in my application and he would see that I got a call, as it is all by my little self. I don't like people getting me jobs. It's really nice here today. I am staying with my cousin for the time being. It's out in the country a few miles, which suits me fine. I have a swell view of the bay and the airport in the distance. I'll bet it's swell here in the summer. Good clean air and nice gardens. By the way, I have a new girlfriend, a beautiful blonde of 3 years of age, and right now she is waiting for me to take her out on a hot date to buy some ice cream. You see, I thought I had better tell you of your rival. Well, darling, I guess you are the only one for me to marry, as young Jean would keep me waiting too long. Write soon, dear, all my love. As ever. Margie XXXX. Address. Care of Harold Pitts. Bartonville, P.O. Hamilton, Ontario.
Note from Phil Boyer, Dad signed Mom's name by mistake.
March 18, 1941. Bartonville, Ontario. Dear Margie. Your letter was here awaiting my return from work this afternoon. I get home about 4 o'clock. It was just what this tired boy needed, a real stimulate to my love-lorn system. You say I signed your name to the last letter. Did I really? I must have it bad, and now I am worried I could easily have signed your name to other letters. If I get a real razzying from home, I will know who and what to blame it on. Gee, why do you do those things to me? Well, darling, my second day at Firestone is over and I am a tired boy. The work isn't hard, but it's pretty hot as I am next to a big steamer. Then again, I have over a half-hour's walk to work as there is no direct transportation. Oh well, the work isn't terribly hard and I will have a chance to make fair money once I get going, and that's what I want right now. So, you slept in after the dance. Don't tell me you were late for school, but I'm glad it had its effect on your test. And I hope it will have its effect on your speed test. A good idea is to imagine that I am going to give you a big kiss when the test is over, and if it will work on you as well as it would work on me, your test would be over in record time. Why not try it? Well, darling, I can't think of more to say. I guess I am too tired to think properly, so you will have to excuse this short note. I will try to do better in my next letter, dear. Write me soon, darling. I love you so. As ever. Roger XXXXX.